In this morning's Saturday Sessions, the genre-bending sounds of Beirut. Born out of a teenager's New Mexico bedroom, the band's fifth full-length album, Gallipoli, has just been released. They'll perform songs from it in a moment, but first, my conversation with the band's frontman, Zach Condon, this week here in New York. The music of Beirut can read like a travel atlas. The band's mastermind, Zach Condon, has written songs called Bratislava, Brandenburg, and Postcards from Italy. There's kind of like a wanderlust in your music and in the titles of your songs.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I catch some flack for that. It's hard to title songs. And I used to have this map sitting over the computer that I was recording on at the time, and I would just kind of point.
In fact, Condon grew up in Santa Fe and rarely traveled. But as a teenager, a job in a movie theater allowed him to escape.
It was kind of like an after-school job.
Yeah.
$5.25 an hour, sweep up the popcorn.
But you liked it, obviously.
I mean, it had its perks. I hated it, but I loved the cinema.
The theater showed foreign films, and the foreign sounds got under his skin.
And I just kind of remember having this thought around the age of 15, which was essentially like there is this entire world of sound out there that we just seem to be skipping right over, and it kind of drove me nuts.
Condon began to collect exotic instruments and to record at home. You wrote your first album pretty much in your bedroom in Santa Fe.
Yeah, quite literally, yeah. And that's what you hear on it, too.
In the beginning, were you essentially just making this for yourself?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I was too shy to put it out there. Essentially, someone heard it, sent it to a label, and then it kind of ended up online, and people really liked it, and I was shocked.
Did you appreciate that your music was being appreciated?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's incredibly gratifying, and it's also nice because then you know that you're not crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
But then Condon had to take his music out of his studio and onto the road. It wasn't always easy.
Yeah, there were periods where it got really hard for me. I've had some crash and burn moments in tour.
When you crashed and burned, what basically caused that?
Not listening to your body or mind and agreeing to do more than you know you can do. It's this situation where people want to see you in Brazil, in Australia, in Japan, and you just can't believe that they do. Mm-hmm. And so you want to give everything, all the time.
It's pretty exciting that people want to see you around the world.
Yeah, it's incredible.
There's a landslide back home. And Condon has become a citizen of the world, moving to New York, then Istanbul, and now Berlin. So the travel on your records, it's all coming true in a weird way.
It has become reality. Absolutely. Which, you know, yeah, I stopped to think about from time to time. I'm like, oh, sometimes I wish I could go back and tell my 15-year-old self that, you know, these things, these big ambitions, these big dreams, they're going to work out, you know?